Well, good morning everyone. So I'm just feeding these calves. So these 3 were from 2 days ago. I had another 3 heifers yesterday. They're all fed, and then I've just got this pen to feed, and then it's the outside ones. A bit of an update because I have been using these milk bar feeders this year. Usually I use stallion, and I still do use stallion, but I actually won these as a prize, so I actually quite like them. I really love how easy they are just to swing over gates like this. So the stallion ones are a little bit, or they're shorter, so they sort of sit higher on them, which isn't that much of a problem. You find a way around it, but I just think they're doing really well on them. The teats are a little bit slower, so it does take longer to feed them, but that's no issue. It's supposed to be better for the calves anyway. And the segmented feeder, or partition feeder, I really like it. I think it's really good because I'm not doing big numbers, so it's manageable. It is a lot of work, like keeping the calves on the teat they're supposed to be until they finish, or if they finish early then they look for other ones. But I think the calves have done really well on them because they're all getting the same amount. I've only been doing it since, until they're about a week old. They stay on this, and then they go on to just competitive feeding, I guess. It's quite interesting though, just the speed that these calves drink. So you can see these 2 here are a little bit slower, or they're probably halfway, and then this calf here is finished. So is that one. But before, when I said it is a lot more work, so they've pretty much all finished now. There's only just the 2 middle ones, and they're coming to an end. But see, they just do scrap. Well, not scrap, but they do bunt others out of the way. I'm not too worried about them because they've all finished anyway. But these 2 here, they've just got to get or stay on their original teat. Now it's time to feed these girls. Look, it's even sunny outside. How good. It's a nice level spot. It's sort of leaning down at the front, which is good, but here they come. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Just check that they're all out of the shed, which they are. Alrighty, they're all on. So I've got my first group outside. Look at this little girl. This was the first one that we had, number 1. She was that real premature calf. Yep, number 1. And she's doing really well now. But there are a couple of these, or probably 10 of these, that I only put out yesterday for the first time, but they're getting the hang of it. They look really good. Love this time of the year. Once you get them on here. Wagging tails, happy calves. But this group is pretty much full, so there is 43 calves out here, I think, which is about the limit. I'd probably like 40. You want a couple of extra teats because once they get bigger, see, they sort of need a little bit more space. Oh, so nice and warm today too. You can lose that beanie. It's supposed to be raining, not much rain today, but it was supposed to rain a little bit and then be fine for a couple more days, and then it looks like it's going to rain all next week. But the grass will certainly be growing when it's like this. So nice. These girls are just finishing up. I'm going to catch up with Dad and see how many new calves we got today. Look at this calf though, it's just real fluffy. It was born like that, just real fluffy coat on her. Looks like Dad's already shifted them. So I'm going to catch up and see what's happening. Looks like he's drafted a few out already. $2.10. Oh, there's 5 out. I don't know if they've all calved. Some of them might be calving. 4 calves. So there's 5 cows out. Mine must be calving. 2 heifers, 2 bulls, and then. Alright. There's 2 that are calving in here that are going to come out. That's one of them. Or is she calved? Looks like she's calved. That black one. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Alright, there's 2 that haven't calved out there. So there'll be another one in here that has calved somewhere. That one, she just spotted my eye. I'm going to have a little look. 43. She does look a bit round. Come on, Gil. No, she isn't calved. I was looking for another one and I really didn't have to because there's 5 out, plus we took that little black one, that's 6. There's only 4 calves. Duh. Just put these on so I know. Cows that are calved are in the shed because they need to milk them, but these girls can just go back to the colostrum paddock for now, and then if they calve, which they should calve today, hopefully then take them in this afternoon. Three heifers calved today as well, so that's pretty good on that front. They've been calving really well though, so there's only 72 heifers in the mob, and these 3 make it, there's only 20 left there now, so I think there is 3 empties over there. Well, one of them could spring up later. There's definitely probably 2 empties. So they've calved down really well, really quickly. We're only sort of 2.5 weeks since start of calving, so they've gone exceptionally well this year, I think. It's good too because the sooner they calve, the sooner they have to sort of get ready for mating, or the longer they have till mating, which is a really good thing. There's actually 10 cows in here now, although only 9 are calved, because we brought this one back the other day. She was dripping milk and we've just been leaving her in the colostrum paddock, but it's really white. I don't know, almost think maybe she is calved. So I've actually changed sort of our system this year a little bit, and we used to only milk colostrum cows in the afternoon, but I've changed it so we are milking colostrum cows in the morning. As soon as we draft them out from the paddock, they come to the shed, we're going to milk them like we are now, and then also in the afternoon when we do our afternoon calving check, anything's calved, they will also come to the shed and get milked. So we're doing them twice a day, which we only used to do them once in the afternoon. And I'm also bricks testing all the milk, so it does take longer and it's just another job, but I definitely think it's beneficial. So this is the bricks tester here. Get a little bit of this milk, so that's from the second cow. Put it on there, put another little bit like that, flip the lid over, and then look through the end, and that is 30, which is good because you want above 22. Feeding for calves for their first colostrum feed, so that's good stuff, goes in the yellow bucket. There's only a little bit in there, it's probably like a litre, but we'll see what it tests as because it's probably quite good stuff. So that's what it looks like. You can see there's sort of a blue line and it says around the 21, 22 mark, so that's not bad colostrum either. It can go in with the other stuff. You do get used to seeing what looks good, so we just stripped this heifer, and heifers have usually got good colostrum. That white stuff there, that's the teat seal that we did back in, when was it? June. But what I do is I use this yellow bucket, so that's the good gold colostrum, and then I use another bucket, a white one, and that's for anything that's under that 22 bricks. Then the heifers get the best stuff, as they're the top priority, and anything else that's left goes towards the bulls. Check that out, they've both had their calves. Go and have a little look. What are you? You look like a heifer already. Heifer. 114 and 14. And this one is a heifer as well, I think. 216. Nice big calf. 13. Oh. But that's why I really want a DNA test, because I definitely know that these calves go with these cows, but the 4 from this morning I have no idea. So there's only 4 calves, 4 cows, so I've got 25% chance of guessing it correctly, or which calf went to which mother. So I put down there definitely beside their tag number, just because I know that it definitely goes with those cows. But check this out, 161. So we actually had a big day today. Those 2 will make it 9. Which is not bad because we are 1 off 180. Yesterday we also hit our halfway mark, which is pretty awesome milestone to get to, and as of today we'll be milking about 180 cows, so things should start slowing down soon. So instead of getting like a 9 like we have today, or even a 10, there might be one over there later, we'll sort of see 5s and 6s come in, which isn't so bad, but it is nice to get big days at the start and sort of get it over early and quickly. But going back to colostrum, so there's a couple of reasons I really wanted to milk colostrums twice a day, or actually milking like 3 times a day, because we're milking the milking cows, then we wash the machines, then we go and draft the cows out, milk the colostrums, and we also do that in the afternoon as well. So we're really doing like 3 milkings. But the main reasons I really wanted to do it is because I wanted to get that colostrum out of the cow as soon as possible, because it's pretty important that from when the cow calves, that's when the colostrum's the best, and as the hours go by it decreases. So getting the good stuff out, getting it into those calves, just helps them later on in life. But also because I wanted to get or reduce mastitis. So mastitis has been particularly bad in our herd in the past, and this year I've definitely seen a massive change in it. We've only had 1 cow to date that's come in for her first milking, and we've stripped the quarter out and she's had mastitis. So that is like massively improved on any of the years since I've been back home. It's pretty amazing really. It's not to say that we haven't had mastitis. I've had 10 cases that I've treated for so far, but I definitely think drafting those cows out and milking them as soon as possible is helping. Probably along with the dry cow though as well, and selective culling. So there's a few things you can sort of look to maybe say why the mastitis is decreasing. But then again, it's been a particularly sort of wet year as well, so you'd think in a year like this it would increase, but sort of heading in the right direction. It's actually nice to see the things I'm doing sort of paying off as well. But that'll pretty much do it, guys. So as you can see, it's starting to cloud over though, but it's seriously warm at the moment, and it makes me kind of wonder whether I should be looking to apply a bit of urea at the moment, try and get that little bit of boost in grass growth, because the grass is definitely growing when it's like this. The soil temp's nice and warm. It's probably 11 or 12 degrees, which is pretty warm for this time of the year. But thanks for watching, and like always, give it a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And apart from that, see you next time.